Whoop.
Yeah. That's it. That's the classic intro. It's the intro they come to expect. The beer's rising. We're drowned.
Yep. Gonna fall.
And then, behold. All right, now, let's go into it. This is a brewing show. This is Eric. I'm Jerry. Josh, you can't see him, but Josh is also a real ghostly, another real person. We put things in here.
Wow, you're just really
as we have
the
it.
ball today.
We put them in there, but sometimes beer occurs. Sometimes beer does not occur, and I think that might be what happened today. But we're going to go through the entire process, and then in a redemptive mode, we're going to try to make more beer inside the machine, and hopefully that will turn into something good.
The lager looks okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's clear? Okay. Listen, so first things first, obviously Hero's Journey grains. What is this recipe? I forget.
Cyber drunk.
Cyber drunk. Oh, okay. And what would you say characterizes cyber drunk?
The Dunkelweiss, so it is wheat and Munich malt mostly.
Yeah, and this is essentially our pan love letter to cyberpunk, but also it's themed after the biofuel Chew 2 that is essentially because they still have gas. This is, you have to understand, having met Mike Pondsmith, I know now that, it's a very, his version of cyberpunk is a very 80s, very literal punk manifestation of it, right? It still has gas. It's just a gas that's made from a GMO super wheat. So let's try this wheat Munich combo.
Well,
I guess that's why a Dunkel tastes like that, huh?
yeah, pretty good, right?
Is that the flavor?
Yeah,
So sweet.
doesn't suck.
No, but super sweet, but also crazy mouthfeel. And if I recall correctly, it was hopped at 30 IBU. How much of this are we putting in there?
Yeah, you're not putting a lot in. You're putting in 1/4 ounce.
1/4 ounce of the Warrior. We went with the. It's a big hop for this small of a volume, but it will.
Let's just say 0.3 ounces.
0.3. Okay. Let us investigate.
Whoop,
Thank
there you go. Look at that.
Get all the way to the end.
Congratulations, you
Special device.
finally figuring out the
I did with the on button.
on button, the zeroing.
Well,
out,
because some people
smells like hops.
sharp. Some people, they, when they're doing a tech support thing, they turn it off
And on again.
and on again. I just turn it on, and I get the same effect. I basically skip a whole step. That's too much. Come out of there.
There you go.
Okay, you fine?
I'm fine with it.
Okay. A little extra kick, little extra hop kick. All right. Now, the Warrior brand, sometimes there's a couple items on the taste profile. The Warrior brand Yakima Chief hops, citrus, grassy, herbal, stone fruit, and wood. So, for all your hop needs,
We got one.
try Warrior.
Yeah, try Warrior.
Okay.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Indeed. Oh, and I see that young Talp has subscribed with Prim. I'm overjoyed. A longtime ally of the channel, to be sure. Oh, it is no plug in. Or maybe it's just off.
It's probably just off.
It's in the back right?
Yep.
Got the power stud activated. Even now scanning, but while it scans, there's no reason.
Oh, you're cheating.
You see that?
Yeah, I see you cheating down
See that
there.
tilt? Now,
What a...
my recipe's a real demon. It's pulling something from somewhere. I think that it is still Gucci. Huh. Wait. I don't want to wait anymore. I don't even know what I'm waiting for. What am I waiting for?
Is it me?
No, I don't think so.
You're looking for...
Oops, looks like something went wrong. Please try again. All
I
right.
could see it in your eyes.
God,
I could see it in your...
that song balls so hard.
All the time.
That song materialized at a crucial juncture for this young man.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my God. Ugh. It was that same fateful trip to Wild Waters. Almost wasn't able to go, pink eye. It cleared up ahead of time, a church trip. Kim Colbert.
This the one that hurt you?
No, I hurt myself. I hurt myself by being stupid. Here we go.
Not the witch, right?
No, not this. No, this is the opposite of a witch. This is more of a priestess.
That's like a witch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of who they work for, I guess.
It's your perspective.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's what I'm gonna do.
Have a seat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down.
It's just not working for you?
I'm just gonna restart it. I think it might not have grabbed the Wi-Fi correctly.
Well, that's an issue. Because I believe...
Hey, we're syncing now.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Again, turn it off and turn it back on. The classic.
Mobile hotspot's on.
The classic technique. Yeah, I mean, it said it was syncing with something, so we have to believe.
You don't know what it's syncing with, though.
What's up?
You don't know what it's syncing with.
Oh, but it's set to sync up with a specific device. It won't even say it's syncing if it's not hooked in. So Special Brew is the one that we have on the tap, and we'll take a look at that next. This is Cyber Drunk going in here. Gerrymandering. There's so many classics in this list.
Gerrymandering.
Poranaga. This fucking chat. All right, let's try this here. List is starting to get plump. Gotta scroll through. Promethium, Tongue Flayer, Cyber Drunk. There we are. Grab it. We're gonna go start. Skip. Also skip. Start now. All right. The gurgling has begun.
You're gurgling.
Oh, you're a gurgle. All right. Parfait. Okay, we did it. All right. So now it would appear that something happened on the way to Beer Town. So I'm going to pull some of this out. We're all going to look at it.
Yep.
Not drink it.
No, you have to drink it.
We have to drink
I don't
it.
have to like it.
No. But it has a novel opacity that I think is quite
Frightening?
unique.
The fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's all just take a quick look at this together. Now, Lag Demon, you're not 100% wrong. I mean, here's the truth, right? We have styles like sours. You know, have we all played Tribes 2, Tribes 1? Do we sort of understand the idea? Exactly. A technique was developed in the original Tribes whereby if you pounded like crazy on the space bar, the physics system of the game never stopped or slowed you down at all when you were on hills. So you could basically do,
Mach 2.
Flappy Bird shit. You just go forever. And then by the time they got around to a much later version of the game, you just held the space bar down. So the glitch became a mechanic. This is called an ascended glitch. I don't know. I think that there are some beer styles that don't start out like the intention, but become canonized in a different way. I'm not sure that this is going to reach the halls of Mount Olympus. I would say this is an odd color. This is like that canned grapefruit. This is that like canned grapefruit, like if you go visit your grandma and she gives you the grapefruit juice off of her lunch at the home. This is the color.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not that fucking fake. Like, if she
No.
did that, I would not drink that.
No, I'm
I
I
purely.
don't know what the fuck is going on with
Yeah,
this
I don't
beer.
know what you're
Crack
talking
grandma
about.
and then pour it to the dog or something.
Tom, you may have invented some new kind of beer
This is
because
the
I don't know
theory.
what the fuck this is.
Well,
Poison.
I don't even know how you get to this point.
yeah, you can't even reverse engineer it. It has something like a SCOBY, a living creature on top. I don't know about this foam. Well, we have to find out. So,
How's it smell?
I was going to say first. Now let's. Here, give that a sniff.
Get my own glass here.
Yeah.
Fiend.
Well, I wasn't sure if you wanted to. I was going to take one for the team.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to drink all of that.
Yeah. So what is the?
It's pale malt. I don't know how it gets to be this color.
Yeah, it's just a
It's still pale.
Belgian
Yeah,
ale
it's
yeast. And I was
pale.
going to say, the aroma isn't super crazy for Belgian. Right? Like that part is correct. The opacity inside. Now, Ghostly, I see you holding your head in your hands with shame. But
You should be right.
sometimes things do occur that are outside of our
Whoa.
control.
Smells like 100% bananas.
Right? This is what I mean. Like, okay, that part's not crazy, but is it?
It's not supposed to smell
No.
like bananas.
No, it's a Belgian yeast. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be an off flavor. But here's my question: have you ever had yeast be bad, like the yeast you pitch?
Sure.
Okay. We have made a lot of beer on this show, and we've had an incredible amount of success.
Just not today.
Can yeast go bad like that? Just
Well, I'm saying it's an industrial process, and it's a living creature. I mean, there's all kinds of scenarios under which it could be a problem. Man, all right.
nope. Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
ah,
Nope.
oh.
Any black remnant later. Yeah, toilet.
Yeah, the black remnant is going to be what's happening to my organs. I'm going to look down into the toilet and see them there. That, you know me, I'll drink any old goddamn thing.
I know.
That is
No good.
really weird. It's so, but it's so thin. I mean, sours can have a thin body,
No,
but
but that.
the smell isn't crazy.
So you're saying it looks thick, but it's thin?
Yes, the body and texture of it is.
Essentially, the chill haze hasn't dropped out of suspension, and there's a ton of proteins in the beer.
Yeah, I think you're right.
No,
That's the-
exactly what it is.
That's the flavor. Waste products. Is that basically it?
Yep. lot of
That's
protein.
the taste. Yeah, I'll just put that over here.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine for somebody. So what's the destiny for a beer like this? I mean, again, usually
The garbage. Oh.
the toilet, the sink.
You feed the pigs. Mix it with the grain. You feed the pigs.
Yeah, it becomes a nutrient
Yeah.
addition.
Yes, it takes it.
Well, here, would it be possible, Ghostly, to get a ginger all the way,
Yes.
just to wash this out? I might need a couple glasses too. Slug bait for garden. Yeah, it's if it's just a floating haze, can you let it sit and settle out?
No.
I don't
That's
think
not how
so.
it works.
I don't think so. Something has to be done to it to make that stuff fall out. Yeah. See, EJB. Yeah, Orion Rogue is coming in as the brewer fraternity. If it tastes that bad now, time is not saving it. Yeah, that's not. What was the beer again? Well, Atomic Wiki. I mean, here, Josh, can you show the laptop screen? I mean, this is the fantasy.
Well, this was a weird one because it was a red IPA that used Belgian yeast, which doesn't really matter.
It should be able to eat it.
What?
The yeast. I'm saying it should still be able to process it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the classification doesn't really fucking matter, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, you can call this literally anything. It's just a word.
Yeah.
So 7 pounds of pale malt with a little bit of special B and
Which should be delicious.
just some fuggles.
Yeah, but I'm saying this should be kick-ass. Like there is nothing perverted or kinky about that. Like that should have been like second star to the right on till morning situation. But because this august brewery has been in operation for a very long time.
Second to last,
I know.
penultimate.
The penultimate ginger all the way. We can fall back on a previous success. Now, of course, these days, there's a learning process.
Ryan, I don't know if their fermenters have an infection. They might. We might have to clean all the fermenters with a lot of star sand.
Just annihilate them. Okay. Now, so this is the second to last one. We were letting this rest and sit.
Woo, that's delicious.
Oh my God, it feels like it's getting more cinnamony.
Yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah. I knew.
I can do it correctly.
Well, indeed. And then in the future, any bottling,
Yeah.
right? We have techniques that we can use to maintain its carbonization for sure. I mean, it's carbonation. That's not typical for us yet.
What do you say? You put a pill or something inside?
Priming sugar?
No, to carbonate. You put something inside the bottle to.
Yeah, it's a carbonated pill.
Carbonating pill. Yes. That tastes delicious. And it has completely washed away
Previous sins.
whatever else might have been in the mouth previously. Okay.
Whew.
Now, that said, the Cyberdrunk already smells like $1 million. With just a quick. So has it begun to? I guess I can just wait back here and wait till the camera comes up on it.
Oh, we don't have the what you call? Okay.
What?
Nothing.
I think he's grabbing it with that. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say yeah. It seems like it's engaging in its dark labor
It's functioning correctly.
more or less instantly, grabbing the good stuff. Now let me grab my pole device, and we can take it to the hoop. So we kicked out something solid, I think, with the Chew 2 product. I think that's going to be a good, timely beer. I'm excited for that. That'll be nice in the summer. But they had multiple ideas about themes that were boiling around at that time, and they were all pretty good. Oh, here, no, Jack Lemmon. Thank you for putting that inside the chat. I have not seen my character interview yet, but I saw Nora's and I saw Bronze's. Do you ever attempt to remake the ones that come out unfortunate?
We don't really have the time.
Yeah, the only time we ever remade one, it wasn't because it was bad, it was because it was too good.
Yep.
Like that.
That was Velvet Road.
Yeah, I mean that was way back for like an ancient SCA event, the stories of which I've told too many times. But
Not true, Jerry.
what's
We
well,
also remade the one for the
I was
contest.
going to say for the contest there was that, but I did not know about that until it was sent out, and I was honored at the time. Yes. Now. That's the other thing. I saw Braun's tweet last night. She's streaming from her hotel room or something in Los Angeles. She's not having a good time down there. If you end up on one of her streams, bring her comfort and joy. But she was saying that she was going to do a sponsored stream for a game called Wild Bastards, which is very funny to me because I wrote that game.
Oh, that's really funny.
Yeah, I saw the tweet, and it's like, hey, I'm going to try out Wild Bastards. I love the previous game, and I'm like, you're doing what the fuck? What? It's like, because now it has a publisher, and so I think the publisher is setting up a sort of PR maneuver. Mm-hmm. The guy that I work with the most, Ben, and also John Che, they did Card Hunters back in the day. Cool. Void Bastards was killing it. But I'm just saying, if you see any of that content,
they like bastards apparently.
They're into it.
It's a big theme for them.
No, they were like, should we change it from Bastards? And I'm like, are you kidding? Your game has the name Bastards, and you just, and they're like, well, Bastard has bad implications in China. And I'm like, how many copies did you sell in China? And they're like, not very many. I'm like, no, you have to keep Bastards. Bastards is doing a bunch of your work for you.
Can't chase after that tiny little sliver of the market when it's like, no, don't worry about it.
Keep your Bastards. Now.
Yeah, I don't think it's a tiny sliver of a market.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's a super big one, but not for their previous game.
Not for their previous game.
It had bastards in it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
It didn't say bastards.
Too many bastards.
Maybe it was void people without parents.
Yeah, exactly. Void orphans.
Yeah.
Void orphans.
That's actually kind of ringing.
Honestly, that sounds pretty fresh. I'll talk to him.
JRPG.
It may not be too late. Yeah. It may not be too late to get it going. Yeah, just regular glorious bastards. Improve the brand. Now, but that said, we do need some themes. Last time we were talking about Cyberpunk broadly. It could be that there's some more meat inside Cyberpunk as a concept. Mm-hmm. It could be some more. Yeah. Now, BC, I'll tell you that Void Bastards and Wild Bastards are very, very different beasts. I think trying to directly compare these two things might not be a good time investment.
What about Void Orphans?
Void Orphans, different situation. Obviously, that's coming out in 2027. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, the writing in that was really, really good. Yes, exactly. Very, very different. Roguelite, shooter type thing. Collect characters. The characters are basically weapons. Sometimes they get mad at each other. I had to write a lot of stuff.
The weapons get pissed at each other?
Well, basically the way that when you go down to a planet, you choose two outlaws. Mm-hmm. And the main thing that distinguishes the outlaws is sort of their guns and abilities. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I mean, basically, you're basically bringing two guns down. Oh. Void Foundlings, I mean, that also works. Mm-hmm. All right, here, so, themes. What do you got? Void Jon Snow, I don't know about it. I don't know if that's for me.
Not your style?
I mean, it depends which Jon Snow. Is it the one who fixed the Broad Street pumps?
Could be. Bar stewards. Yeah, Jack Lemmon thinks that it's boyfriend dungeon in the Space Old West. I mean, that's not 100% wrong. You definitely collect various boyfriends. I mean, if that's for you. Oh, thank you very much. I was going to ask. It's so good.
Oh yeah.
Delicious in Dungeon. Yeah, Delicious in Dungeon is really good, but I don't think that your boy has seen any Delicious in Dungeon.
Mm-mm. Well, I mean, moral failings are.
Well, here. No. I'll say this. Essentially, Delicious in Dungeon is hyper D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the truth is if what we're talking about.
Why they called it that.
Yeah, I mean, if
the D&D moniker.
We might still be able to do the theme just because Eric is very, very conversant in Dungeons and Dragons.
Good call.
So I think that Delicious in Dungeon is a good one we can get there. Yeah, Living Armor. So good. Yeah, Delicious in Dungeon is very tropey with the cooking flair. Yeah, it's It is very, very, very Dungeons and Dragons, like straight up. Like it is.
It's also a great.
It should be fucking licensed. Like that's how dialed in it is. They should have to pay Wizards.
It's really good.
Wizards should pay them for promoting them.
Well, honestly, yeah, for making it cool.
Yeah.
For sure. Drunken Dragons. I mean, listen, I'm okay with that.
That's the thing.
I'm okay with that too. Wait, what?
What?
No, I just see Blank Cleric's like, oh, look at
I thought there was something new.
Cyber Drunk is down in the device, yes. Yeah, God, that's probably, Keynote Sky, that's probably it. Essentially, it allows them to be much weirder than they should be. All right, so Delicious in Dungeon is all I have so far.
Caught up on it. It's real good. The
It's
last episode was
fucking exquisite. It's so good. Well, I got back into, because the show's coming out, the Acquisitions Incorporated Cyberpunk show, I went back and watched Edge Runners again, just because I got like fucking cranked up. And
that show's great.
and then I just stayed on an anime tip.
Oh yeah, you're like One Piece in it and all that. And
God, that's a hard one. That's like, how many episodes is that?
The live action is actually pretty good.
Brenna loved it, and she doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah, me either. It was actually like, oh, this actually they did a good job on this anime conversion.
Here, now, I think the Delicious in Dungeon is probably gonna be the thing.
There's a lot of wild beasts.
The issue, I think, is, which is probably more appropriate for our purpose, is what fantasy dungeon beast are we going to brew from down in the dungeon? I think that is actually more appropriate, because Delicious in Dungeon by itself can't be a beer, but we can drill into something.
Did Senshi make into a beer?
Exactly. Basilisk, perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Throw those beasts in there. Ooh, gelatinous cube, now we're talking. Keep it gelatinous. Golems. I mean, now we're talking. Exactly right, Zach Lemon. Myconids.
we've done a lot of mushrooms.
Mushrooms in beer. I mean, I think that we did it as well as it can be done.
Yep.
At least in this studio. Shambling Mound. Now that's one of the classics. That one goes way back. That's like SSI gold box shit. Cockatrice. Hey, no, Synaptic Fire.
Now we're just naming things that aren't in the show.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fine. Yug and Mimic right here. Now, Monster Beer.
This is just the monster manual.
Exactly. We're just listing out our favorite monsters, which is a good time, obviously. But yes, Voodoo Lou, I did spend some time playing the SSI Gold Box series. But did you know that they also did a Dragonlance series?
For what it's worth.
Right?
For what it's worth.
And a weird Dark Sun one that wasn't really in the same vein.
No, it was weird.
That was really odd. They made an online version of that. Like, think about how far ahead of the game that shit was.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it should sound a little gross, but the fantasy of making the beer Atomic Wookiee is that we can invent the process by which it becomes something tasty. But in addition to D&D Gold Box and the Dragonlance ones, which were both great, the original one, it ended up being 4 games. It ended with Pools of Darkness. It was like a 20th level campaign. It was fucking crazy. I'm not gonna say I never hex edited the disc to give myself incredibly high stats. Yep. Pools of Radiance is correct. Exactly. Yeah, you could get gelatinous with it, for sure. But they also had, at that time, TSR, this is pre-acquisition, right? They also made a Buck Rogers role-playing game.
Oh yeah.
And they made 2 of those. Like, sci-fi using that D&D system was pretty lit, actually. God, they're craving the Mimic. Now,
Yeah. Well, that was kind of obvious.
Now,
What?
Mimics and
Mimics? Are you kidding me? You put Mimic against anything on that list? Do you think it's going to lose?
for me, yes.
Also, Atomic Wiki had a great idea for it, where you make a light beer that tastes dark, or a dark beer that tastes like a light beer.
We have gone hog wild
That's the most fun.
with Mimics.
in the show.
In
Mimics
this
are
program.
a weird hermit crab.
Yeah. Yeah, they have sort of a spin on it. We should definitely pull it up. All right. Yeah, for me, obviously, I mean, now here at the end
Of all things.
of all things, we can look at this list and say, what was the correct choice? And the correct choice was Atyug. But only one person, probably the person that suggested it, probably Synaptic, voted for it, and they were the only correct one.
It's an OTO.
Oh, you don't know about Atyugs? Here, we got to pull it up. We got to pull it up on the laptop, unfortunately. I mean, I can do it for you, if you want. You don't got to do it. I understand that you're disappointed with Ghostly, and you might need a second to
Oh, those things.
chill out, to relax.
Okay. I know what they are.
Yeah, but it's like, these are like, this is like the modern version of the Atyug. They used to be so goof-ass. Do you have like the old school? No, they're goofy as hell, but I'm saying this quadruped thing where it actually has a head.
Oh, that thing, like, you mean the thing right there?
Yeah, I'm talking about these weird guys.
You like that butthole?
Well, I like the weird radial version of the creature, yeah. I mean, I like the old school weirdo shit.
This one?
Yeah, it's just like weird. This looks like a dude. And then some of these are like, hey, like look at this down here. It's just like a kettle or a pot that got angry.
There we go.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. That.
Okay, now that I don't know. Now when I look at it, that looks.
Look, that's the next popcorn cup.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That looks a little adult to me. I guess that's what I would say. That looks like something you would find at a novelty store, like Love Zone.
Ours was called Deja Vu.
Oh, yeah, as it should, as it should. But here, at least in Washington State, Deja Vu is a line of clubs.
Oh.
I don't like the one that's Lover's Package. Like that.
Lover's Package is we're leaning too hard.
Name.
You gotta pump the brakes on Lover's Package. Anyway, Mimikyu. Now, go ahead and look up Mimic, Delicious, and Dungeon so that you can see like what their version is. But obviously, we're gonna lean into all of our knowledge about mimics. But I don't hate the idea that they're sort of like. They're like.
It's a crab in a box?
Yeah, I mean.
It's like weird.
Well, yeah. They treat them sort of like hermit crabs.
Yeah.
That basically can put their little tail into stuff and they like occupy things as opposed to having a modifiable or different type of shape. And I think in the end,
That's boring.
to invite all peoples, we're just going to go after the concept of the mimic.
So you're making a crab here.
Well, I mean, to me, the thing that I think is most interesting is the idea of a mug of a beer that is a mimic. I mean, that seems like I'm telling you, that seems like a pretty.
Well, and
That seems like a listen. Chests. Eventually, everybody is like
everyone knows the chest.
chests, no problem. You're like you see that you're like, yeah, you know what? I actually could go for one.
Could go for a beer.
I could go for one, and now it's on your face.
Yeah.
Now it's ovipositor
Straight
is
down.
putting something special down under your sternum, and that's what's going on. Yes, Incognito, we're talking about the beer that drinks you. So, vibe-wise, I feel like we're dialed in. I think we have what we need. Yeah, Old Bay. Yeah, Orion Rogue. Listen, you're not the first person to try to get us to put fucking Old Bay in a beer. It's become a meme, frankly. Now, let me pull up Tomboy notes on my Linux laptop right here. So, Mr. Benson,
Yep.
we have come to the part on Sprockets where we dance. By which I mean, we need our guardrails, and the fantasy situation is that we come up with
I think first we
the
need
right
beer
style. This is exactly what I'm saying.
First, now you have to do the dance.
I'm not. I have to be honest with you. I don't remember what their dance looked like.
No, but you do your own. You just do a German techno dance. Like a bad robot or something, you know?
I can't do it. Now,
Oh my god.
no. Are you familiar with the techno Viking? Does everybody remember this meme?
Sure.
Okay. Listen. As long as we both remember it, it remains real. Now, so in terms of style, so we were talking about a beer. One reaches for it. They are surprised to learn.
Do you want me to show this?
Go ahead.
There you go. See? You do a weird robot that's really bad.
What? And now this other person has come out. Sprockets.
Now's the time on Sprockets when we dance.
He was able to turn this behavior into an entire career, and he did so well. Look at he can't even be held on the stage. He's already escaped. Now, so we are talking about a beer that one reaches out for. They grab it. They think, finally, time for a beer. Can't wait. Oh shit!
Oh shit.
It's a type of monster. So, vibe-wise, style-wise.
ESB is the first one. Extra special bitter.
Indeed. Like red, this is a Red Hook product. Now, an extra special bitter,
Wow, all of England is going to punch you in the face for that.
is it not correct?
Sure, but it wasn't invented by Red Hook.
It was invented in Fremont,
Yeah.
which refers to itself as the center of the universe.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And they do
that's
ride their
pretty
bikes
accurate.
naked during the parade,
Yep.
which I feel like I don't want that. Like, I think I don't want to do that.
I just don't want the seat.
No,
Afterwards.
this is what I mean. It's probably better to have the seat.
No, I mean, I don't want to use the seat afterwards.
No, absolutely not. I don't know how they. You need an autoclave.
Yeah.
So ESB extra special bitter, I think, is already funny. It's already very good.
I'd say a double IPA
Yeah.
or a triple, however high you want to go with your punch you in the face. Like, oh, it looks like a pale ale. Nope. Poof.
Double's fine for me because we have to drink it during the day, at noon. Double IPA is killer for sure. Here, nope. Orion Rogue is suggesting something called a Baltic Porter.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'm not familiar with the style.
It's just a heavy porter, like a.
Oh, it's just a strong porter?
But there's nothing surprising about it.
It doesn't startle.
It's kind of it's a porter.
It's Porterian. Dogfish says India brown ale. Yeah, I mean, obviously a
But
brown ale
good idea,
is very, very good.
Orion.
Yeah. Do you want me to run with ESB and double IPA?
Yeah, look at that.
Styles. Gotcha. Yeah, black lager should confuse you to look at. That's the whole idea. But the very first one that we ever did on the show was a black IPA. Excuse me. A Cascadian Dark Ale.
What?
It's just everybody is always trying to, motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill, I think is the blade phrase. For some reason, brewers, they got it into their head that they could define a new category that already existed. In the same way that you had, so we used to have hazies, right?
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
But there was a period of time where that was called a Northeast style IPA.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just call like first.
No, I'm just saying, like, during the life of this show, that nomenclature shifted from the first to the second.
And
Like,
the thing was, nobody in the Northeast knew what a Northeast IPA
no,
was.
I would ask them, I would say, oh man, I love Northeast IPAs. And they're like, I don't,
What are
What?
you talking about?
what do you mean?
I mean, in the show, like,
It's not clear who is making up the names.
I mean, smoothie beers weren't a thing when it started the show.
Facts. Facts. And I think that that name is not long for this earth.
What would
Ultimate.
you call it? Smoothie beer.
I know.
That sounds horrible. Yeah.
Right? Here, so they're looking for the extra special bitter, which to my mind, I think has a really cool, I think that has a cool vibe.
Great. Well, we better talk a while because my computer is updating since it hasn't been updated.
Dude, this literally happened this morning when I was writing the strip with Mike. His whole first Discord, then the entire computer updates like while we're talking, and I can hear him on Discord going.
Oh dear.
No, it was not good. So here, we can take this opportunity to soft shoe,
Ah, yeah.
right? So we have the E to the S to the B. Here's the facts. Now, does everyone want to be impressed? Here's the truth. I bet you could tell me straight off the dome all the choices for this and be pretty close to right. You know what I mean? This is how I feel.
Actually, that would fit in because a mimic, it's not exactly
Mimiku.
right. So,
Yep. Mimiku.
So normally it's 4.5 to 6% ABV,
Perfect.
but we can go a little bit higher if you want more bite.
Yeah. Literally. We're just gonna go. We're gonna give them the choices. Right up to 6.5, just a little bit more sharpness, a little more edge to the tooth. All right, ABV. Now, consider this.
Consider this.
Yeah. The Silk found a version of that that just uses corn, the word corn.
Like consider corn.
No, consider this.
Oh.
If you can imagine it. The whole thing, it's so fucking funny.
That's great.
It really is kick-ass. Because the song is very serious. And I mean, I came up in that, it was serious to me too.
Yeah,
I was losing my own
yeah.
religion
Yeah, right.
at the same time. But it's pretty funny to say, consider this.
well, I think
Scott Stapp, I'm sure, is proud. Not Scott Stapp. Scott, what's the guy's name?
Oh, the REM guy?
Yeah.
I think his name is
Michael Stipe.
Michael
Yeah,
Stipe.
Stipe.
Not Scott Stapp. No,
Michael Stipe was Mike's
college
enemy.
roommate. Oh.
no. He imagined himself to be engaged in some sort of life or death duel with this man.
What? Like, did they meet somewhere?
No.
It was just an imaginary?
No,
duel?
Mike. No. Mike had like a crush on a musician, a famous person named Natalie Merchant,
Oh, yeah. Classic.
and there was not abnormal,
Sure.
right? And apparently they had been connected in the tabloids,
Ooh.
and he was jealous in real life. He was jealous of Michael Stipe IRL.
Are there any comics that...
No, this predates all that, unfortunately. Now, that said, so if we take a look at the ABV options that have been delivered thus far, I feel like you have assessed it correctly. This is the bite. And it's quite rare when we have one of these for absolutely every vote to go to one of the options.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But they want that to be indicative of the chomp.
Of the chomp.
It's chomp related, right? So we Gucci gang on that. I'm gonna throw ABV 6.5 right in there. Now the SERM.
Let's go with light brown, medium brown, dark brown.
Yeah, no, I think I wrote dark brown, but I mistyped it as Derek Brown.
Oh, he's a great guy.
What a pimp. What a pimp. Love that guy.
Skip the SRM and do that one after that one.
With the color?
That's coming on.
Yeah, look at this. It's just a moment.
Yeah, just a moment. in
Just a
Windows
moment,
times, like
Josh.
fucking Years.
Let's finish setting up your PC.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, exactly, Orion Rogue. Derek in accounting.
I
Now,
wonder if that fucked with the brew.
Nah.
It should.
oh no, once it syncs, it downloads the entire recipe and it's memory resident. It won't touch that at all. In fact, I bet if we were to look down at it, which I mean, it'd be a great opportunity.
And it sends information back and forth, though.
But not necessarily to brew. It's designed to be independent. So,
See the colors here.
in terms of SRM,
Hold on.
numerically,
Okay, hold on. I gotta get all set up
we
again.
have to get the scaffold established. ESB, 6.5 ABV. Crimson. The band was always majorly overrated to me. Now those are fighting words actually IRL.
Any musician.
We're gonna have to. That's like Pistols at Dawn. I don't know if dueling is against TOS. We might not be able to stream it. But
Dueling's an Olympic sport.
yeah, basically.
Or was an Olympic sport.
They got the APA. I mean, they're going crazy.
No, they use pistols. Yeah,
In the Olympics?
yeah.
We're all learning something new today. Yeah, here, you're gonna say it again at PAX West in person. Just ply me with drink first, so that we can. You choose the weapon kill team. Oh no. Yeah, I mean you're probably gonna kick my ass on there. Now, let's say 1,000 points. Let's say 1,000 points, and you can choose. Let's actually do this in real life so that we can determine who is better as a man, as a father, as a person.
Wow.
1,000 points, not kill team. That's not suited to the gravity of the task. 1,000 points, AOS 4 or 10th. Yeah, and it might, listen, Eric and I have literally done this many points at dusk at PAX, so it wouldn't be super crazy. Yeah, kill team at 30 paces. Okay, now, in terms of SRM, light brown, dark brown, medium brown, what would you say numerically?
18, 16, and 21.
So 16, 18, 21?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now take a look at these. So, I mean, imagine reaching over, to this mug.
Oh, sorry, I meant 8,
Oh, 8.
16, and 21.
Okay, perfect. Watch this. Much better. Oh, okay. So it could be all the way down to that liquid, like the liquid of a pitcher plant or something, moving all the way up to something like the mottled wood of a flagon or mug. I think that's the concept that this is essentially its sort of shell, somewhere in between the Delicious and Dungeon and the D&D versions. I think is kind of hot. But that really would suck to reach over and grab that thing, because you're not. One never expects a mimic. That's sort of their thing. But I feel like that would be deeply unpleasant as a beverage.
What if the mimic works for the tavern? Like rolling customers.
Yeah, the Acquisitions Incorporated guidebook, like the actual source book, includes tamed mimics as a new creature type.
That's fun.
Of course, those are the kind that can be different shapes. Hid under the bed and meowed? Yeah.
Meow.
Classic.
Meow, 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 meow.
All right, now,
Meow.
16.
16. Cool.
So yeah, I can see this. We can see these light woods, somewhere the fluid inside.
Yep.
It's all a winner. I'll put that on the list, 16. Okay, now. Ibu.
Between 30 and 50.
They can go up to, oh, extra special bitter.
Yep.
50 is kind of hefty.
Yep. So is it biting a lot, or
Yeah.
is this just lying in wait?
Yeah, is it the moment where one reaches, or when its dark prophecy is fulfilled? IBU. Bittering. Not buttering.
Buttering, buttering, buttering.
So Kiko texted me yesterday, talk amongst yourselves, about his big choice that he has in front of him. Just he wants to kind of war game it out, talk about different angles, and I'm like, whatever you want to do, you know? Whatever you think is cool. But I mean,
I don't trust you for a second.
well, I'm saying that he doesn't really role play. I mean, he role plays with me, and he used to role play with Mike, but he doesn't role play a ton. And you put something in front of him that's like a you must be this tall to ride this ride kind of situation. Like you gave him like a big boy choice
Yeah.
for someone who doesn't spend a lot of time inside RP. I think it's going to be a great episode. It's going to work. Okay, hey Frosty, I was it good? I named it and missed the tasting. Well, I'm in here. Let me.
It's definitely a special brew.
Yeah, I mean, I get. You've done it again. It is special, in quotes. I don't think that it's something that we're actively trying to get more of.
No.
I think that.
What's it taste like, Jerry?
Bad.
Bananas?
Kinda. The funny thing is that if it was actually like if it was just soured, I could drink it and enjoy it. But it's not. It's no. Well, essentially the serum, the volume is full of waste products. Let's drink some.
Make sure you breathe in some air to get it across your palate.
Ooh.
You know what? It's getting better.
I don't like that. That's not good.
It's getting better. It's giving me ideas.
I'll bet.
Give you ideas?
It's
Steve
giving.
hallucinating.
It's giving me ideas. It's telling me what I should do.
This can't end
What
well.
you're gonna be doing is
This is not going to end well for your
black
colon.
remnant.
No. I can't drink any more of that even as a joke.
Yeah.
Already my guts have begun to roil.
Ooh.
It's colonizing you. Yeah, is it telling you to kill? More or less.
Yeah.
I don't want to say who it's telling me to kill.
I want them to crawl to the top of a branch and then
Yeah, and clamp down with my teeth.
Ugh.
Is a cordyceps situation? No. So ultimately 50 went out.
Okay. So our first choice is going to be our base malt.
Base malt. Okay.
And that's either going to be...
2-row.
Nope.
Really?
Well, you're kind of right, but not really. Golden Promise.
Golden Promise. Great choice. So crisp,
Sweet.
very sweet. Love it.
Or Mirror Cider. Very pretty.
It's really good.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So remember, we're talking about this beverage, which is essentially the cloaked form and all of the trappings that allow it to seize the unwary drunkard. And so we got to coming to this crisp, very sweet. Is the lure simple, or is the lure of a sustenance, like something that is also, in addition to its other virtues as a beer, satisfying? Is it what kind of trick is it playing upon the unwary? That's the question we have to ask ourselves. Yeah, I was just saying, Ryan Rogue, Maris Otter for an ESB, surprise, surprise. Exactly. That is a kinky, fun selection, I think. And it gets into the lure. It gets into the trick. Now, Ghost, did you see, was there anything else in the fridge? There's one more of the ginger, which we should save for a...
I don't use any of the beers.
Okay, fair enough.
Check.
It is, if you can, just take a look.
Yeah, steal somebody's random beer.
Yes, now you're talking. There might be that tiny teenage engineering. I'll drink that.
Fucking Jasmine already did that last time.
Oh, she already snatched it, right?
That was for you guys, for the show.
Oh, no, we tried it. It was great. It was, like, surprisingly well done.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, I mean, so did you hear about the Rabbit R1? It's like a AI assistant type device.
Stupid.
It is stupid.
Aren't they getting sued super hard?
They're in huge trouble for sure. But the thing that bums me out is that Teenage Engineering did the design, and the design is good.
Yeah. I mean, it just... You have a phone.
Yeah.
Why would you want this big thing when you have a phone that does the same
Well,
function?
it's the same. It's the same as the.
So what does it do?
It's a little AI thing, so you can talk to it and have it respond to you. It's basically Siri.
So like, hi ChatGTP, how are you doing today?
Yeah.
Exactly. There's no point in the device.
Correct. Yes.
It's literally just do.
But
No.
You don't have a spin wheel, so there's that.
Right. So it has a unique
Oh, hey, Chat-
mode of interaction.
These two.
Here.
Which one would you like?
ChatGTP, what is
We'll do
your
it with
name?
the Teenage Engineering. Thank you.
Okay, I'll get you a glass.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you can call me Jarvis.
Is it built? Is ChatGPT built into the?
You can download any of that shit.
What? No, this is the ChatGTP
Oh, the
4.0
app.
app.
Okay, I've never actually installed the app.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously. Yeah, of course. But I'm saying that, like, for some reason,
Why would you need a
wouldn't.
second?
You wouldn't. It's legitimately crazy. So they're selling this $200 separate device, and the idea is that you're going to tell this device what you want the app on your phone to do. You're going to say, yeah, you're going to use this device to get an Uber? No. Like, that's absolutely not the case. You are going to use the Uber app. You're going to push like 3 buttons, and then it's going to be done.
Or not push any, just tell your phone to do it.
Well, exactly. And now that there's such a thing as Apple Intelligence, all those modes, like anything they were trying to do with those separate pieces of hardware, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Once Apple
Made sense.
once Apple has that API designed in such a way that functionality is exposed at the app level and stored there, all of those are dead, which is why they're all trying to sell themselves now.
Right.
But no, the humane AI pin, like over here, reaching out, it's like, why would I have this to do this when my phone is here? It's really crazy.
The pen things are stupid.
It's really crazy. But
like, it's kind of cool having to be able to go like this and bring up a little
no,
thing.
listen, I don't, the idea of a projected screen is super cool. I don't have a problem with that part of it. I'm just saying I'm not going to buy that
Yeah,
and subscribe
that's
to
so
it.
dumb. It also
Oh,
doesn't
these
work.
things have subscriptions. That's the other thing. So not only is it bad and dumb, it's also expensive. It's craziness. Now, Maris Otter, we're coming at you with that crazy, unique flavor.
I want to try something.
Please do. You're gonna leverage the power of GPT?
Hey Jarvis, make me a beer recipe that is in the English ESB style. in relation to a Dungeons and Dragons mimic.
You're making some weird stuff, man.
Is it going to engage in demon behavior? Oh, yeah. Looks perfect.
Clear that up a little.
Oh, some goofy stuff. Yeah. No, it's not gonna do it as well as us.
What did you do?
I'm gonna be freaked out for a
No,
moment.
we're
'cause
gonna compare later.
These were all the things I was thinking about adding. So
We're going to
I'm gonna
compare
go-
notes here, so flip it over.
I'm gonna
Flip it over.
literally go shoot myself.
Yeah, it's a real John Henry situation.
Yeah.
All right. Now we got Maris Otter, which we thought was innovative. Now what?
Okay, so now do we want to add crystal, which is going to give us some caramelly flavors? Do we want to add special roast?
For a little more coffee and bittering. It's like a bitterness, right?
Biscuit and toasty. Or do we want to add special B for extreme
for
caramel?
mega for Ocho caramel.
Yeah.
Oh, were you talking about this one, Jerry? I was not talking about this one.
Oh, is there another one?
There was other ones, yeah. That
Oh.
drank.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. Oh, no, she has a dark thirst. All right.
Yeah, we only have
No.
two left in the fridge.
No. I think that I love everything about it.
Yeah.
I just love everything that they fucking do. I was having so much fun with Fruity Loops yesterday. Excuse me, FL Studio.
Wow. Bring it back.
You ever fucked around with that?
A long time ago.
Did you come up with some club bangers?
Yeah, when it was fucking Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Now it's like a whole goddamn
That's what you're supposed to.
sweet.
It's a thing. Now it's a thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So clear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's clear. That's what it's supposed to look
Lager. Yeah, here. So just compare and contrast.
Jesus Christ.
Compare and contrast. What happens when the waste products are excised, perhaps? Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, this
like.
is
Thick though, it's thin.
no.
Uh-huh.
If only it was thick. But no, obviously, like, and also you brought the right glass too. What a tasty little, like, what an incredible afternoon. All right, special roast. See, I think that's a great choice for this because there should be something a little odd
Totally.
about it, right? Looking at that, and then getting that biscuit toast
Start
character.
drinking, you're like, wait, this tastes weird.
Yes, and then it's in your mouth. Yeah.
Now, the question is, do we want to add a little bit of crystal or no?
For some caramel.
Yep.
Some crystal for caramel? No. Yeah, just to throw it in there. Now, that might be, especially from an aroma perspective, that might be a very nice lure along with the rest. And then I think what happens is you get to that toast, you get to that bready toast, it hits the palate and you're like, wait a second. I think that's the difference. That's the last part of the trap being sprung. But the idea that it would have a rich, malty hit right up front, tasty caramel, Maris Otter forming the spine of the beverage, oof. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. It is a flawless. I mean, I avoid that. I want when I drink beer, I want
flawed beer. I want my shit flawed.
Well, I want weird stuff to happen in my mouth. Like I want a beer that like has a really profound identity. But it's like when you go to Japan, there are really, really great beers that are just simple. But they're perfect. It's like they have it dialed in so close. It's like it's exactly right for like especially for Japanese food.
Tastes
That
like sushi.
it is the perfect accompaniment, right? But this, I mean, here, you want a sip?
No, I've had it.
Okay.
That's great, right?
It's so fruity, so clean, so nice. Doesn't overstay its welcome. Aftertaste is just sweet. Almost like a pear skin, apple skin type thing. It is fucking flawless. So fucking good. We got David Novacat coming in with the no, bruh. It's gonna be remembered forever.
Huh?
You bet against the table.
What?
Oh, yeah, they voted for no caramel.
No crystal. Okay.
Like a demon. No, some crystal is what we're putting in.
Oh,
but
some
David
crystal.
Novacat was
Oh.
like, no. I hate delicious flavors.
What was our color? Our
The
SRM?
color is 16. Yeah, Dyer, it's worth it.
And
It's
the
worth it.
ABV?
ABV. The ABV, they chose 6.5, which I think is, customary for them. Flawless. Hey, now, Dyer, you were watching Bronze's stream last night. Did she end up playing any Wild Bastards? Did that actually end up coming up? Or was she just talking about the deal? Okay, good. It's very silly. It is very, very silly stuff. It does have some cool lines, though. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried to go back and check out the stream where she accurately identifies some of my writing. But that said, I mean, I have been at it for about 25 years. It would be weird if
pretty
you couldn't.
funny, yeah.
It would be weird if you couldn't identify any of it. But also, I'm obsessed with that Western patois, right? Like that is a deep, deep obsession for me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, man.
So what kind of
Yes.
hops do we want to put in this?
Well, keeping in mind that they actually gave us the full range at IBU 50. This is going to be present in the beer, even alongside the rest of what we have going on. Like 50 is a presence.
Okay.
So what are we thinking about in terms of flavor? In terms of flavor.
I
And
mean,
taste.
do we want fruity, citrusy, tobacco-y, piney, stone
Exactly.
fruit,
And
spice?
remember, we're all of this is in the service of trying to get you to reach over and grab it and pull it up.
Okay, so how about East Kent Goldings to start? This is going to be honey and earthy, but then hit you with spice.
You see that? I can see this happening in a dungeon. Yeah, honey, earthy, spice definitely sounds to me. East Goldings. Definitely sounds to me like something you would find underground that has a dark nectar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about Fuggles? That's a classic one for this style, but also it's minty, it's citrusy, it's grassy, and slightly floral.
Yeah, no, that's a wild combo over there. Now, out here, in this domain, can you make a beer taste like cognac? I mean, yes, you could distill it, I guess. Myconid flavor. Now, Clockwork Rex, believe it or not, did we end up using those weird mushrooms that Holly brought?
Yeah, we
The ones that taste like maple?
Oh, yeah.
They melt in your mouth?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was years and years ago. No, we're not doing it. All we need is a flavor note. I mean, Eric has provided incredible products.
That's what I
I'm
do.
looking out to the chat.
Wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
I'm looking at the chat. You've been listening to Vicky Cardigan. That's what it sounds like to me.
You've subscribed at like the Mega Ultra Elite Platinum tier.
Yeah, I did. Now,
That's not going to cost you something.
so is it possible to get Challenger?
Yeah,
It's seizable.
Like Tomahawk.
What are the? Yeah, it's a monster basically.
Fruity and bitter.
Yeah. So we have strong options here. Now, is dank a flavor? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are incredibly dank beers. Because as Eric has told you 1,000 times, hops and cannabis are related, and so it's quite possible, especially in that hazy space, to get something really dank, chewy, almost. CBD oil mixed in.
There's a lot of beers that do that.
Such things absolutely exist. There's a cold case in most of those shops, at least here. The haze is made of trichomes. Imagine, yeah. Exactly. It is edible. That doesn't work for me. Anytime I try to eat, or I can't even imagine what would happen if I drank something like that. Just eating it's bad enough. Never does anything for me. It just doesn't work.
What?
Oh, it's probably just not strong enough.
It could be. It just for me it's just an odd experience.
Oh.
Like
Gotcha.
even brownies? Brownies usually work really
Oh my God, no. MC Frontalot gave me a cookie at San Diego Comic-Con. It was on preview night. And he's like, you want one of my cookies? And I'm like, sure. And then he said it in a way that made me think they weren't just cookies.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's fucking preview night, who cares? And I went to hell immediately.
What?
and never got out for hours.
Did you eat the whole? Like, was it like one of those things where you're only supposed to eat half the cookie? Or?
Listen, guidance was not forthcoming from this rapper.
You didn't ask him how much you should eat?
He didn't provide
was
it.
in it?
No, he gave it to me, and I suspected that it was not a cookie in the traditional sense. But what happened is that time ceased to function in a linear way. And so, and of course I'm at the booth and people are coming up to me, and by the time the conversation is over, I don't know who they are or what's happening. Or sometimes in the middle of a conversation, it'll be like I'm waking up and I'll be like, okay, I guess how long has this been happening? But I nod and I'm like, yes, as one does.
That's amazing.
It was a nightmare. It's because the optimal scenario for me is that I start a conversation and I'm conscious of it throughout it. And I can talk to people about something that they want to talk to me about and remember it. Yes, Orion Rogue. Evanescence, that song is about my experience at SDCC eating one of MC Frontalot's evil cookies.
That is too funny.
Dude, I was very glad when that was over. Woof. Fuggles is classic, and I think that what has tantalized them is its frankly odd combination of herbal, citrus, grass, and floral.
What was our IBU?
50, if you can believe it.
Oh.
50 IBU Fuggles is going to be real.
Okay, so the question is, do we want to throw Fuggles in later for aroma as well?
Now, I mean, yes. So we're talking about the top of the glass.
Both bitter and aroma.
Exactly.
This is not kind of really normal for this, but, we can do it.
Yeah, but when it comes to the lure, which I think that we've constructed pretty in as savvy a way as we can, everything that happens on top of that cup, pre-drink, you're like, what's that?
Right.
And everything about it so far has been built to execute that.
Right.
Nickman, no. Void Bastards was written by someone else who did a great job. God, it's so simple. Every time I have a lager, it's like all the master brewers we've ever met. Every time I have a good one, I'm like, that's
they're
it.
great.
Yeah, I'm like, that's it. Like that's what we should be getting toward. We should be orienting ourselves toward replicating this.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's been done for about a couple thousand years.
Yeah, exactly.
So, maybe pay attention.
Eventually, you want to branch out a little bit, but they invariably come back to the source.
Yep. It's like Neo. They've just rebuilt the
If
Matrix
you will,
like 10 times.
They can't stop.
Yeah.
He's the fucking error. They put his shit in there. Oh yeah, data harass. Yeah, not everyone is ready for the crossfade.
Yeah.
This is certainly what Tristan referred to it as. Not everyone is ready to spin one way and then spin another way and be fine with it.
Yeah.
Well, right back at you. This is how I feel also.
This is how
I drop it. I got the lingo. I already got the lingo. Or, no, it's not even worth arguing about. The vast majority of them are looking for a double fug.
Whoa.
On a Thursday afternoon. Hella fug.
Fug from both ends.
Yeah. Yeah. Flanked by fug. Yeah, again, this is another simple one that's going to be so good.
Yeah, until it looks like this.
Well, no, we don't want this. We don't even listen. We don't even want to invoke this.
I think my batting average is still pretty good.
This satanic fluid.
We'll find out.
Whatever that was in must be annihilated.
All right.
Like whatever vessel this was in has to be nuked from orbit.
I will get those soaking in that.
Star sand.
Star sand, just kill it. And then obviously.
You gotta soak the rubber grommets and the airlock.
Oh yeah, just big soak. But
I filled the bucket with the water and star sand, just soak everything.
well, initially, I mean, my first instinct would be to roll in canisters of CN20. Just nerve gas the entire nest. But we don't even know if it's going to affect them, right?
Maybe make them stronger.
Yeah. It could be a termicide situation. All right, here. Now, all right, so, I mean, we're at the next level here. It's about yeast, right?
Oh, there's only one yeast, so.
Oh, for this style?
Start naming. We're going to use an ESB yeast.
An ES Beast. ES Beast. Yes, exactly right. That's correct, Rex. Iterate the ritual. Now, so it's Name Town, right?
Name team.
All right, now, so this product is a mimic. This mimic, either way you want to do it. Delicious in Dungeon is the original thing, so imagine that this mimic has taken up, it's roosted, a small one. It's roosted in a comically large flagon, and it is using this technique to seize people. Or, if we want to go more of a traditional D&D way, it is able to morph itself into this shape and maintain its dark lure in this way. I forgot what this is.
Hi-oh.
A full stein with a little hat. Yes, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. The little tip on the top for sure. Yeah, I'm always surprised whenever I have an opportunity to drink with our good friend Christian Franz. Yeah, Franz, who hails from the Schwarzwald. Stein is not it.
Cider.
Stein is not the one.
Calling it cider would be pretty.
Cider is in. Cider is going right in.
Yeah.
Beer fuddled. Here, now, Frosty, beer fuggled, perhaps. Tongue biter tonight. Angler ale. I like that.
Oh, that's fun.
Fucking mix.
Fucking mix. Yeah.
That's a
Dork.
good one.
I'm going to add an apostrophe, though, just because of the brain disease I have. Fog of War? Chris!
Nice.
They usually don't dial in so hard on the hop. They're going fucking crazy.
Allure.
Allure.
Double bug.
I double fugged
Yeah.
on a Thursday afternoon. Hella fug.
It's hella fugged.
Okay, perfect. Frosty, it's in there. Human tasty beer? You nerd. Allure. Oh, yeah, it's... No, Demetrius, is it Tuesday in the meme or is it Tuesday today? I mean, I know what day it is. Fugs. Fugs with it.
Nice.
Oh, All Nightmare, welcome aboard. We're glad to have you. We do this every Tuesday, and we also have BattleTech, role-playing and wargaming, our Black Remnant show, in but an hour.
Yep. Totally.
So your afternoon is spoken for, I'm afraid.
I think this was going to be a bit of a knife fight here. There's some real good names.
Yeah, there's some nasty shit in here for sure. Forget about it. Forget about it. All right, there you go. Nerd. Yes. Yeah, sorry to hear, Rex. That sounds about right. Your drinking problem is the last one. That's pretty funny. All right, now, take a look. A lot of fug. A lot of fug in here. Pale imitation is very smart, Cranston. Yeah. You got in just before, or just after I hit the button, unfortunately. But I just want you to know that I appreciate and respect and recognize what you've done. I think it's crafty. All right.
It's crafty too, crafty, crafty.
Yeah, historically, it has been crafty.
That's right on top.
It's crafty.
Crafty.
Oh yeah, Dyer. You know how they do. Mm-hmm. They're going crazy. Fug around and find out.
Wow.
God damn it, Goblin Gnome. Listen, that. Yeah, see, and Death Dice and Dungeons is also coming in with some great product.
Yeah.
The vote's already up.
We need a recall.
You know, honestly, like the way that it's going, I think is actually kind of interesting. I'm going to do a runoff here in a second, and then we'll see how it goes. Oh, yeah, Fat Baron, absolutely. That's exactly what's happening. We got 4 here. All right, now it takes a second to put this together.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take a look at that.
Ooh.
The hanging Chad scenario.
Fucking
Watch out.
nice. That made
Watch out.
it.
Yeah, remember
that
we
made
had,
the cut?
remember we had to learn what a Chad was?
Oh yeah.
Remember those times?
Dark times.
Are you
Chads?
talking about hanging chads? Or
Yes,
not hanging
exactly.
chads? I knew what a hanging chad was. We didn't have to.
It's regional.
Oh really?
Yeah. The way that type of voting occurs has regional aspects, and we did not have anything like a Chad in our little booths, right? I mean, of course, now Washington State's, they just mail it to you.
Yeah. Not susceptible to fraud at all.
No, absolutely not. And I help my neighbors out by getting theirs and making sure they voted correctly. Yeah, Orion, exactly. We were like, man, this is fucked up.
Never get worse than this.
Yeah, how could it? Here, you know what though? Listen, rerun, obviously still kicking it out. The truth is that this chat,
That's funny.
in keeping with its wickedness,
Yeah.
They want to call this extra special bitter of 6.5 ABV and 50 IBU. They would like to call it cider.